Easter is coming, and as you know, the Catholic Church has changed the way our culture and world works. For example, the year Jesus was born is marked as the year zero in our calendar. That also marks the beginning and end of an era. One of the things the Catholic Church influenced the most was art. That includes architecture, you can see it in church, in catacombs, paintings like the Good Shepherd, sculptures or statues from their saints, and a lot of other things.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, in another news, the secret room where Michelangelo hid is sketched to be opened. It has been closed since its discovery in 1975 to keep the artwork safe, The history is that for 2 months, Michelangelo hid in a secret underground room beneath the Medici chapels, filling the walls with drawings to forget his fears, as he later recalled. The room went undiscovered until 1975, and now, for the first time, the public could be able to see it. Some of the sketches he left on the walls resemble to the Renaissance master's famous works, including parts of the Sixtine Chapel. The director hopes to open the room to the public within 3 years.
But what is Renaissance?
Well, Renaissance is the period of time where the great revival of art, literature, and learning in Europe began, marking the transition from the medieval to the modern world.
Well, thanks for that. Now, let's go with Felix.
Hello, I'm Felix, and here we are at the art auction of the Prehispanic culture that is conformed of 3 eras: the archaic, the pre-classic, and the classic. This is very important part of our culture, and we'll have a ton of cool items like stone, axes, and different tools from other civilizations like the Mayans or the Olmec. But the big deal and most weighted valuable item they are offering is a famous colossal head that is 2 meters high for the price of 2 million pesos. People is going insane about it. Also, one of the most important findings in Mexico, according to Myron Bell, is the so-called Tepexan man. It was discovered by Helmut Terra, and it's a skeleton 2,000 years old. It used to be a man, but now it actually is a woman. And last but not least is a Mayan calendar. It's one of the few that have been fully recovered and restored. These, among other items, will be shown at the art exposition at the museum at Mazatlan Conventional Center today at 5 p.m. We'll be transmitting the whole event back to the studio.
Felix, now in other news, did you guys have the
Breaking news!
Okay. It seems like there has been a robbery at the International Baroque Museum in Puebla, Mexico.
Good morning. We have very
No
little
to you,
information
Sofia.
about the crime. The only thing we know is that the Assumption of the Virgin and the Guadalupana by Juan Correa have been stolen. This is important because they share a common feature of the Guadalupean from the early science, a scene of the Correa painting, which is the inclusion of subsidiary scene of the 4 apparitions having placed in the corner ovals. At the top of this illustration, Juan designs first meeting with the Virgin on the way to the church, and the second encounter accompanied by angels below. Juan Diego lies before the Virgin at the 3rd meeting, where she proffers him a bouquet of roses. In itself a miraculous event, such roses did not bloom at that time of the year. Finally, Archbishop Zumarraga is shown in his knees worshipping on the time held by Juan Diego. Without these representations, images, and iconography, the influences of the church and the adoration of the Virgin of Guadalupe may not be as important as it is nowadays, as it influences and creates a certain perspective in our minds, in the way we see the world. And Oscar here has much information about the crime.
Good evening, I'm Oscar Lopez. I'm here in the scene of crime in the International Baroque Museum in Puebla, Mexico, where new information has come to light. One of the suspects has been identified as Eric Stevens, who in the U.S. Army was known as Killmonger. This created his alias of Eric Killmonger. He is from Oakland, California, and there is no known reason of the actions he committed today. The paintings that were stolen, aside from the ones that were mentioned, are a Kenyan hammer, the Maids of Honor by Diego Velázquez, also known as Las Meninas, the Crucifixion of Saint Peter by Caravaggio, and the Art of Painting by Johannes Vermeer. only to name a few. These paintings were painted in the Baroque style of painting. You must ask yourself, what is Baroque? Baroque is a highly ornate and often extravagant style of architecture, art, and music that flourished in Europe from the early 17th century until the late 18th century. Following the Renaissance style, it was encouraged by the Roman Catholic Church to counter the Protestant architecture and music. I'm being reported that Agent Ross from the CIA is to investigate this case of Eric Killmonger. Stay tuned for more news.
Thanks, Oscar and Sophia.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in with Twin News.
See you next time.
Hey, get down on the floor. This is Eric Killmonger, man. Get down on the